Hey guys, Moshe the Electric Israeli is here, and I just literally finished listening to the entire Tesla earning call, just ended, and I want to give you like an extensive executive summary because it was really long, but it was probably one of the best calls I've ever listened. Tesla, Elon Musk, of course, and other executives. So let's go right at it without any further delay. So obviously, Tesla is reporting 4 consecutive quarters of profitability. I mean, I took so many notes, and just to give you an indication, I'm not going to focus so much on that. Over $6 billion in Q2 of 2020 of profitability, and total deliveries of 90,891 cars in Q2, which is 30% quarter over quarter. Now let's go to others. Elon talked about the battery days that could be tremendous surprises, especially about battery technology and battery production and range. A question asked about a compact car in the future. Elon Musk said maybe in the late future, not now. He really talked about production, how proud it is, how proud people should be in production, and how he basically pleaded for people to come and work for Tesla. Really begged people to come and work for Tesla in all of Tesla's industries. I'll go over it later. So there are 3 upcoming factories. The one in Berlin we know is being built. Austin was chosen to be the next factory, and I'm going to tell you what they're going to produce there later on. The one in Tulsa, he thanked Tulsa very much for their bid to get Tesla, but he said maybe in the future Tulsa will be one as well. So he did talk about Austin. It's going to be the biggest footprint, 2,000 acres. It's going to be eco-friendly, open to the public, with streams and parks, and it's going to be a destination to go. He's looking for workers, begging for workers in all areas of life, in all of his factories, by the way, not only in the United States, also in Germany. In Austin, Tesla will produce the Cybertruck, the Semi, which is going to start next year, Model 3 and Model Y for the East Coast. California, the Fremont factory is going to concentrate on S and X and on the Tesla Roadster, and also Model 3s and Model Ys for the West Coast region. Now, then he talked about solar, and he said that now Tesla solar is the cheapest in the industry, cheapest in the country, 30% less, $1.49 per watt. And how solar is exponentially bigger than the car business. I'll talk about it later. He's very proud of his Model S 402 miles achievement, but that's just the beginning. There's more coming. Then he spent a lot of time on the full self-drive. He says it is the most revolutionary component in human history, the full self-drive, that it's going to come probably the end of this year. Right now we know about traffic lights, stop sign now are in motion, talking about a 4D technology, navigating intersection, turns right and left. Elon is testing it itself. He's basically driving from home to work, completely full self-drive, including construction zones without any problem, and it's just incredible. And he believes, like I said, in the end of the year, it's going to be the full self-drive will be done. Now, insurance regulation, who's responsible if something happens, that's going to be the next hurdle, but that is going to be the biggest business. Back to energy, I'm just going the order he spoke about, so it's going back and forth. Back to energy is going to be, like I said, much bigger than the car industry to fulfill the mission of sustainability. Solar panels, battery capacity to store, and then the cars, a lot of contracts expansion with LG and Panasonic and others, and very looking forward for battery day. So we look at that. Then a question asked about the Semi. Semi will be produced in 2021, starting 2021, and it's going to be delivered for those companies who ordered it first. I think UPS was one of them. And there's a lot of test drives right now between California and Reno with the existing semi trucks that are now being in use. He begged mining companies to produce nickel. We need nickel, and he promised a ginormous contracts for mining companies who are going to produce nickel in an environmentally manner. He said, "I will need it indefinitely." They are reducing the use of cobalt almost completely. Question asked, why and Model 3 base model were canceled? He said basically people are now expecting at least 300 miles, which is 500 kilometer at least. So the new standard used to be 200, now it's definitely 300. Then there was a very interesting discussion about Tesla insurance. It's been running through in California. He says, so now why not duplicate the California model and give it to 50 states? And then that was a very interesting answer. He said, first of all, it's going to be based on data. It's going to be based on driver behavior. And the driver behavior is going to be the one that is going to decide the premium. So if you like to drive fast and you would like to have a higher insurance because you would like to drive fast and you are more at risk, then you can choose that. But if you want to be driving carefully, then your premium is going to be less. So it's basically on data and telematics, which is a revolutionary way of thinking about insurance. Again, of course, the premium will be decided again according to the driving behavior, regulation, and all that. So he said that the insurance part is going to be a major company for Tesla, and when RoboTaxi come, Tesla insurance will be part of it. So they're going to try to roll it out in like a version 2, version 3, version 4 of Tesla insurance that is based on the internal camera in the car and the behavior of the driver. Will Tesla achieve 500,000 cars delivered this year? He said, first of all, there's no demand issue whatsoever, zero demand issue. So that's number one. Number two, he said it is the supply chain and it is manufacturing challenges, especially with the Model Y, with the casting that they're working on. So not to worry about demand at all. It's really about the ability to secure supply chain and to continue to improve the production. China is doing extremely well. It's a huge factory. He's now increasing 5 to 10% per month the ability of China supplying its own materials. By the end of the year, China is going to be 80% independent. In other words, no parts are going to be shipped to China to be assembled. It will be local Chinese suppliers that are going to supply the Gigafactory in Shanghai, and it will be closer to 80% and eventually 100% independent. What bothers Elon Musk the most is that his cars are still not affordable. He would like to make minimum margin, minimum profitability, so he can continue to lower prices and continue to lower the cost of making cars, so they'll be more affordable, so they'll be more in the hands of many people. But he thinks that the autopilot, the full self-drive, and later on the RoboTaxi will make electric cars available for everybody through ride-sharing, ride-hailing. So again, no issues of demand whatsoever. So these are basically the highlights of what he talked about. It's very, very exciting. It's very, very revolutionary what they're doing. And it looks like 2021, 2022 are going to be an incredibly important years for Tesla history, for what is it that they do. And I have to say, my reaction, it was very shocking even, but not so shocking, but not surprising to see how much emphasis Tesla is putting on two parts, really three parts: the RoboTaxi, the full self-drive, solar and battery storage, and of course the insurance later on to bring a completely new model, and how desperate they are for work. So if you are looking for work, Tesla wants you. Thank you guys for watching. I hope this was helpful.